Yesterday, one topic that was everywhere was the competition between ESTEVAO and YAMAL. And I've told you guys, me, I want to enjoy these two players. And I'm not going to be drawn into this comparison of ESTEVAO and I won't be drawn into it. I like both of them. I love ESTEVAO. I love YAMAL. And I want to enjoy both of them, right? If you want to compare them, that one is on you. I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to be drawn into that conversation of ESTEVAO versus YAMAL. I'm not going to do that. These are two players that I like, right? I like them very, very much, right? ESTEVAO yesterday was on top. He had a better game than YAMAL. He scored a goal. He was brilliant, right? He was totally brilliant, and that was a very, very brilliant goal. The skills, the movement, going into the box, the shot, everything was perfect. So well done to ESTEVAO. Brilliant performance from him, once again for the Chelsea team. And I think Enzo Maresca is doing a very, very good job in managing this boy. I think he's doing something very, very spectacular with him. You see that he's not really playing so much in the Premier League, but he plays in the Champions League. He's managing his minutes. He's managing the attention he's getting and things like that. And, when a player comes from a foreign league, especially from the South America, and comes into Europe, you need to manage him effectively. And I must give kudos to Enzo Maresca. I've complained and I've asked questions why ESTEVAO is not starting consistently. But you can clearly see that yesterday, in that big game, he started him. That's to tell you that Enzo Maresca trusts him. Because if Enzo Maresca did not trust ESTEVAO, he won't be starting him in a game against Barcelona. Right? So it is clear that Enzo Maresca trusts him, but Enzo Maresca just wants to manage his minutes. So well done to Enzo Maresca for his management of this young boy. And I think ESTEVAO is going to be a very, very great player. I'm not thinking, I know that he's going to be a very, very great player because he has talent. He's a talented footballer. I've said it multiple times. For me, he's the most talented player in the Chelsea team. So well done to ESTEVAO. Wonderful goal scored by him. And yesterday, if there's any competition between ESTEVAO and YAMAL, ESTEVAO was on top yesterday. But that does not mean that ESTEVAO is better than YAMAL. YAMAL has already done things way ahead of him, right? ESTEVAO still has a lot to do to catch up to YAMAL. But yesterday, he was on top. So well done to him. It will be very, very unfair and very, very unreasonable for anybody to put the blame on Hansi Flick for yesterday's loss. It is going to be very, very unfair. First things first, I believe that the lineup that Hansi Flick used in that game was the best lineup possible that he could bring out. Rashford just came back from injury, right? Ferran Torres starting that game is not beyond Hansi Flick, because Ferran Torres scored 2 goals against Athletic Bilbao in the weekend. Rafinha cannot start because Rafinha just came back from injury and he has not really played a lot of minutes. Eric Garcia playing in the midfield was expected because Eric Garcia had a good performance against Athletic Bilbao in the midfield. Araujo starting in the defense is expected because you don't expect Hansi Flick to go and play Gerard Martin against a team like Chelsea in defense. Yes, it backfired. Araujo's decision backfired. But that was the best choice because had it been Hansi Flick started Gerard Martin and Barcelona lost that game, all of us would have been on Hansi Flick. Oh, why will you play Gerard Martin? So I believe that Hansi Flick did what was best for Barcelona in terms of the lineup. Now, did we play well? No, we did not. Did we start the game the way we were supposed to start the game? Yes. In the early first 20 minutes or first 15 minutes of the game, we had a very good chance that YAMAL created for Ferran Torres. And Ferran Torres threw away the chance. Had even Ferran Torres scored that goal 1-0, maybe the story would have been different. The goal that we conceded was a useless own goal. Jules Koundé and Ferran Torres couldn't clear out their line. And they considered a useless own goal. Then we're trying to get back into the game. Araujo went to go and collect a red card. The game automatically left the hands of Hansi Flick. There was nothing else the manager could do at that point to change the game. You're playing 10 men against Chelsea when your squad is not fully fit and fully complete. It's impossible. So blaming Hansi Flick for yesterday's loss is very, 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 unreasonable. Hansi Flick did not do anything wrong yesterday. Araujo threw away the game. It's as simple as that.